Two more of the young lives cut short at the school where dozens died. Jason and Lee Peach were born with the condition haemophilia, where blood doesn't clot properly, but both died in their 20s after they were treated with blood products contaminated with HIV. Today, almost 30 years since he lost both sons, their father John was the latest to give evidence at the public inquiry into the worst treatment disaster in NHS history.
They said it'd take 4 years, and it did take about 3 to 4 years. But it got progressively worse and worse and worse until there was no coming back.
This was the second day of testimony about the Hampshire boarding school for the disabled, Trelaws. In the 70s, a new treatment for haemophilia became available, but because the NHS lacked enough blood plasma to make the drug, it was imported from overseas. Batches were contaminated, and by the early 1990s, John's 2 sons were living with HIV in the days when it was barely treatable.
He had nebulisers before that for quite a long time. He had to spend lots of time on a nebuliser to keep himself breathing. But to see somebody just go like that, it's horrendous.
Dozens were infected at the school, and the inquiry has already heard from some of those who've survived. For them and their families, they've waited decades to speak publicly in this slow quest for the truth.
My own thoughts is this whole scenario could have been avoided.
The stories of stigma and suffering continue, but for the families, the answers are finally coming. Julian Drucker, 5 News.